there's a lot of poverty and stuff in Wolverhampton. You know, a lot of rough areas, a lot of stuff going on. Bad stuff. I mean, when I was a kid, I grew up in one of the council estates in Wolves. You know, I was a rough kid. You know, I was getting up to all sorts, as you could imagine, like as a council kid does, in the gangs and shit. You know what I mean? Doing all sorts of badness and shit. But you know, I come through that.
Turn around! Turn around! Face your face! Do it now!
Oh, please! Get the face!
Peace. Mad liberator, death operator, rock the data, amazing flavor. Yo, the way I feel, sometimes it's too hard to sit still. Things are so passionate, times are so real. Sometimes I try to chill, mellow down, blow a smoke. A smile on my face, but it's really no joke. You feel it in the street that people breathe without hope. They going through the motion, they dimming down the focus. The focus get cleared and the light turns sharp and the eyes grow teary, the mind grow weary. I speak it so clearly, sometimes y'all don't hear me. I push it past the base, no nations got to feel me. I feel it in my bones, black, I'm so wide awake that I'm hardly ever sleep. My flow forever deep in its volumes of scriptures when I breathe on a beat. My presence speak volumes before I say a word. I'm everywhere, penthouse, pavement, the curb, cradle to the grave, so cathedral of a shell, universal ghetto life, holla black, you know it well. Quiet, smooth, vital.
Nice. Nice, Chai. Beautiful. Yes, sir. Nice. Beautiful. Yes, sir. Love the little change of direction. Yes, sir. Wicked. Realistic judgment of distance. Keep pulling it under you. Keep pulling it under, man. Just keep pulling it under. When you're out there, just pulling it under. Okay? If I pull my back foot underneath me, then all of a sudden I'm closer when I explode. Yeah? Nice. All of that. Little movements away. Little edges in, changing the range. Little subtle changes of range and changes of direction.
Come on then. See you
next week, yeah? Take care, yeah?
See you later, mate. Lovely to meet you, man.
Good night, lads. See you in a bit. Go home. Can I get two medium jet chicken with rice and peas, yeah? Or white rice?
Yeah, just white rice, yeah.
You want white rice?
Yeah.
You want white rice?
Yeah, same, man.
Yeah, see you, man. Two jet chicken with white rice, please. My dad's an Arsenal fan, innit? So he's following the Arsenal, like, so we follow the Arsenal as well, like. Obviously, I support the Wolves as well.
Yeah, they're pretty sick at the minute, man.
Yeah, Wolves are killing it.
What sauce, please? What sauce?
Okay, you want sauce on?
You used to play football, it's mad, isn't it?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I used to play football, yeah. And rugby as well, I used to play rugby when I was a kid. Played for Wolverhampton when I was a kid.
Sick.
Yeah, I was alright as well, but then when we started getting to like 13, 14, the lads were getting massive and I was like still skinny little kids, you know what I mean? So I was getting I was getting battered, like, but I still get stuck in, like, but it started not becoming that much enjoyable. You know what I mean? But I still enjoyed it. I still used to get stuck in. But then you know what it is when you start getting a teenager, you're doing other things and that. So I just keep it up. No, because I'm 7 weeks out, innit? So I can have like some yam steak, after, like, you know, for lunch. It was 4 weeks after I couldn't eat this.
What's your name?
Joy Herbert.
Joy Herbert, yeah?
Yeah, man.
I'm really, you're on YouTube, yeah?
YouTube, bro. Yeah,
Nice to meet you, brother. Nice to meet you.
yeah, respect, man.
Yeah, respect, bro, yeah.
Catch you later, yeah?
Take it.
Yeah, man, nice, thank you. I ain't celebrating yet. We're not into I've got a job to do in it, so I ain't getting too like, oh, I'm in the UFC. I've got a job to do, man. Yeah. Once I've done the job, boom, then I'll celebrate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Keep it professional, bro. Professional. Sweet potato, banana, please, yeah? No, thank you.
Did you get me some dumplings, John?
Yeah, there they are.
I'll have a shirt.
Yeah, there is something to say about in the UFC, but I'll do it after the fight, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course, man.
You want a drink, man?
All the best, yeah?
Thank you, yeah?
Okay, then.
See you later.
Alright, then. Bye. See ya.
Yes, I know. See if done. I remember.
5 to 45 hours and start from just £260. So get going, get driving with National Intel.
3 coffees, one tea, yeah? You having the teddy bear cup there? That's me going. Come on, man. You know what? I love this belt. You know, I always remember this fight with how he struck, man. That was a wicked fight, man. He was a tough dude as well. You know, I think he dropped me in that fight as well, and I got up and got back and, you know, turned it on and got the stoppage in the next round. But it was a right battle that was. So if you ever check that out on YouTube, Joy versus Harry Struck. What a class fight that was. I used to do all mad spinning stuff and that, or crazy stuff in that. I think I even did the Cruyff turn in that. Yeah, you did. So little, this is just, I was fighting, I did that, boom, did the Cruyff turn, man, and it dropped him. You got that, What's it?
Go on.
Where is it? It's old. You put it on Instagram, didn't you, Joy? Shall we put it on Instagram? Oh, yeah. The Cruyff turn, all done. Pulled that off.
So we got here, man. BC MMA lightweight title, amateur title.
When did you win that?
2017, maybe 3 years ago. This is the one. That's just before I turned pro. So I fought at lightweight. It's my first time at lightweight, and first outing at lightweight. I had a title fight, won that, and then I went pro after that. Because all my other fights were at welterweight, and I was smaller than I am now, and I was fighting at welterweight. Boom, yeah, that's showing Bilston in Wolverhampton. Combat challenge. Fight star there. Fought James Duckett. Stopped him in a second, I think. Combat challenge. What we got over here? Combat challenge welterweight title. Still got it. Fought Harry Struck for that. Got those stoppage in the like. I think that was the second round. Rear naked choke. FCC pro debut. Against Omid Mohammadi, good wrestler. Another FCC there when I fought he's not fight
Martin Sweeney.
Martin Sweeney had a war with him. It was a bit of a bloodbath that was. Don't like to get involved in any of them wars anymore, bloodbaths. It's all about piecing man up and getting out of there as fast as possible. For that war business, you know what I mean? All that. Cage fighters. I think that's my first ever fight that was, you know. Yeah, and then another cage fighters as well, fought twice. First one now. Yeah man, all good. But most of these are from, I was welterweight, you know, to be honest. When I was amateur, like I say, I was weighing in at like 76, and the lads were weighing in, and I bet they were getting in the ring, the cage like 85s. I think it was a matter of 4 weeks or 6 weeks. I fought some top guys, like I fought Mick Stanton, James Duckett, Chris Senior, and I think in the matter of 2 weeks I fought Chris Senior and James Duckett. You know, and these were up there, like, so I was like number one welterweight after I beat all them. So then after I had the one fight at lightweight and then went pro. Well yeah man, like I say, I did the hard way, you know what I mean? But it was all good. like experience and all good setting me off for the pro. You know what I mean? So I had all these different bodies, heavier guys, you know, different body shapes, whatever, different styles. So it all set me in good stead for the pro game. Yeah, got to watch Else's new thing.
Do you know what you're walking out to?
Yeah, I always walk out to.
You just keep it the same.
I kept it the same for the last few fights. I like it. I like the vibe of it. So I'm just gonna go with heady one, no better. Just like the vibe, Stones. Just my last few fights will come out to, and everyone, the sort of people getting to know that will come out to that. So you know, I'm gonna keep it the same, especially for my debut. For you.
Turn left onto Planet Road. They wanna judge me from what they heard I do. It's a big conspiracy. Nah, it's not true. Had a black belt, but it wasn't coming through. All you saw was LV when man withdrew. You never saw me in the suit, but I had a blazer. Anything I do, you know I do major.
Feel me man going in Greece?
Say again?
Feel me man going in Greece?
Mr. MMA!
Alright, yeah?
Mr. UFC, you know.
Yeah.
Black country bomber.
Oh,
You see him? Winter's Virgin, man.
You good, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Save bro. Black country bummer? The fuck? How you doing? You alright, darling? Long time? What you getting? Just want a quick coffee, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
How's the girls alright?
Fine, thank you.
You good? Yeah, son, you good?
Yeah, what coffee are you?
Can I have a cappuccino? Yeah, maybe one.
Get latte, please.
Regular, please.
Latte.
Latte as well, please.
So have you actually like signed the thing in there?
Yeah, for you too.
Yeah.
Ready to go? Say no,
London.
London, bro. March
When's that?
21st, bro.
31st of March. Yeah, we told me it's going to store.
Maybe in the corner still.
Was that your first ever one, yeah?
UFC, yeah.
My ting, fam. Do good,
Trying the
man.
ting, bro. Come on. Say it, yeah. It's one of my brethren's mates, isn't it? I think because he said Winty. Winty's brethren, which is my brethren and Mill. Yeah, and I think he said the black. I think he meant to say Black Country Banger, but he said the Black Country Bomber instead. which yeah, it's got a bit of a ring to it still. it's so funny still. It's so good. Yeah, so my background in MMA is literally MMA. Like my first gym I went to was an MMA gym. I think I was about 21 years old. I went there for Wolverhampton MMA, it was called. Went there for a few months, then I stopped for a couple of years, then continued back when I was 24. And yeah, from there really, had a few amateur fights, a couple of pro fights from that gym, then I moved to Renegade Jiu-Jitsu in Birmingham. And the rest is history really. I stopped a little bit because, I started MMA because the gym opened up down the road, and like I was out of work for the time, and so I went down there and I started training, and then I needed to work, so I ended up working in down London and out on the Olympics, and ended up in Scotland eventually on the train station there. Then when I got laid off again, I come back, got some work back home, and then started MMA again. So that's why, really. The time that I realised I wanted to do this as a career, I can't really remember, to be honest. I never thought about going pro really, until my coach said, "Oh, you should. Yeah, we're gonna go pro soon." Then I started thinking about it then, and then it happened. But then when I did start thinking, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna go pro," I set myself a goal. Like, so when I'm about 30, I want to have like at least one fight on Bama or Cage Warriors or something. And then literally by the time I was 30, thinking I was Cage Warriors world champion. So like I smashed that goal. So now I've like set myself some more goals in my own mind, and I'm going for them too. When the Cage Warriors belt, man, that was amazing. That day was the fight, man. It was the fight with Jack Grant. Good fight, man. Quality. I just felt like it was amazing. I felt like I was on autopilot the whole fight. I was just in my flow. I had my range. My mind was so like. I was so zoned in on the fight, like I didn't make any mistakes. I did everything I was told to do and I was supposed to do,
And then I got the victory, and it was surreal. Like, you know, he didn't set in really till a couple of days later. I couldn't believe like this. I won the belt. Like, you know what I mean? When I won the belt, my goal did change. Yes, I'd say my goal changed. I always wanted to get into the UFC. That was the aim, especially when I signed for Cage Warriors. When I started, I went to Renegade Jiu-Jitsu, and you know, I was talking about fighting on other promotions, and then Breeze was like, "Look, I'm going to speak to Graham. I'm going to try and get you a contract. I'm going to try and get you a contract for Cage Warriors. I think this is the best route." He says, "All you got to do now, knuckle down for a year or so, graft, get a few wins on Cage Warriors, and you'll get in the UFC. You know, you just got to graft for it." And then boom, I did exactly that. Knuckled down, graft, won a few fights, and here I am in the UFC. You know what I mean? Yeah, that day, I can remember that day. I went to work. I think it was a Friday. So I've gone to work now. Boom, and I'm at work, fucking grafting and that, freezing, grafting, and I'm thinking, you know, bloody hell, man, when am I gonna get the shout for the UFC? You know, this is long, man. And I was just thinking, bloody hell, I can't be arsed with this shit anymore. Taking shit off people at work. You know, I'm thinking, I shouldn't have to put all this shit off people, you know what I mean? And then I was thinking, I can't be arsed with this shit. And then I've gone to the gym, grafting in the gym, knackered, got home, knackered, and then Graham's like, oh, message me saying, can I FaceTime you? And when he said that, I thought, oh, is he going to give me the shout now? Because he's never said he wants to FaceTime me before. So, boom, I got home now, FaceTimed him. And he's like, boom, all right, mate, I'm just over in the States and like, I'm going to have a couple of meetings with the guys over here, the UFC guys. He's, you know, can you get over here if needs be, you know, would you be able to be ready for a fight in 3 weeks, 4 weeks, or if you needed just short notice, like, because like, you know, they're still saying that they need to get rid of cut a few guys before they can get you in. And he says, yeah, I can get ready whenever you need me to, yeah. So, and he's going, all right, and I'll ring you back later. So I come off the phone, I'm a bit like, this is really ain't happening, is it? It's like, shit, man. And then he rang me back straight away and said, I'm only joking, you're in the UFC. I was like, hey, you fucker. But I was just laughing, I was just giggling like, and my missus and that was going crazy. But yeah, I was over the moon. She was there in the pyjamas with my stepdaughter in the pyjamas, and they were just standing there jumping about like crazy. I was just sitting there laughing, and that was going nuts. Yeah, it's a bit surreal. Like certain people, like, you know, I'm gonna have these people commentating on my fight. You know, like people calling my fight. Might be I'm being there with Bruce Buffer introducing me and stuff. The Black Country Bang, you know, saying the name and that. That's gonna be sick. Yeah, but I'm preparing as I always prepare for fights. You know, I'm not like doing something crazily different because I'm in the UFC. Cause it's the same fight at the end of the day. You know what I mean? But obviously, I've quit my work. That's the only different thing I've done. I quit work, so I'm like a full-time athlete now. So which is only going to improve my skills, which is an exciting thing to see. I was up on a scaffolding. It like I was in Land Rover Jaguar Land Rover plant in Birmingham, and I'm up in the frigging roof, up on all the steels and that. Literally, I was working there all week, and I'd like, when I'd finish like the day's work, I'd have to go to the toilet and wash on my face, coughing out like all black shit that was all up in all the roof and that, all up in my nose and all this shit like. And I was thinking, fucking, I got working on this shit, and I'm an athlete. And then I was up in the roof on the steels, and my gaffer walked past, and I shouted him down. I said, look, I've given him the news and that. I said, look, I'm off Friday. That's me done. And then he was like, yeah, I'm really happy for you. I hope you all the best. Like, I hope you give it your all, mate. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we all parted on good terms anyway. You know what I mean? Yeah, my first UFC fight. I'm expecting it to be very good. I expect the fight with Marc will be a striking battle. There'll be some like striking exchanges. I'm expecting, you know, him to come out. You know, look to come out and stick it on me. I'm sure he will, and I'll be I will be dictating the pace, dictating the distance, and working my offences, getting my attacks going. And yeah, I'm looking for a stoppage, first or second round stoppage. That's what I'm looking for. The current state of lottery division is the best division in the world, to be honest. I think it's stacked, you know, from the bottom to the top. Great fighters, you know. It's a great time to be in the UFC, to be honest, with all these top fighters in there, you know what I mean, and especially in the lightweight division. You're fighting the best people in the world, so test your skills against the best people in the world. That's what it's all about. And yeah, my ultimate goal is to win the UFC world title, for sure. Isn't that what the goal should be when you're in the UFC? Not just the frigging, oh, I'm gonna have a couple of fights, you know, and I tell you can go around town telling everyone you've been in the UFC, you know what I mean? Fuck all that. I'm looking to make a statement, you know, set my legacy out and win the title. Okay, my top 3 lineups, you know, dream matchups it's got to be. Obviously, number 1 it's Khabib in it because he's got the title, so you know I want to fight for the title in it, and then after that it's got to be Tony Ferguson. And I heard a couple of men at the gym saying they'd love to see me fight Gaethje, so Justin Gaethje would be a good one. They said, oh, that's what the dream fight for them, so I'll put that in for the lads. The current state of English MMA, I think it's brilliant. You know, a lot of people now don't have to travel abroad and that to get the training partners, the good coaching, because we've got it all here now in England. You know what I mean? If you just take a look at Birmingham Renegades, the amount of talent we've got there. You know, everyone's staying in Brum now and in Wolves, like to you know, hone the skills to you know, they don't need to travel abroad. I think it's great, and I mean the amateur scene as well. A lot of the amateurs now, they can have a lot more amateur fights before they turn pro, because it's like that big now. I mean, I had 10 amateur fights, and that was quite a lot, to be fair, when I was amateur before to go pro. But now, you know, lads are having, you know, the lads can have like 15, 20, if not more fights, amateur fights before they turn pro. So it's just gaining more experience and honing the skills better before they turn pro. I mean, I've got lads in the gym, amateurs, 3-0, 2-0, 4-0, who I can get in for sparring. You know, I'm getting them in to spar, like, and to train with, because these men are serious, you know what I mean? So I'm just thinking, boom, in a couple of years, these guys are going to be next level. So yeah, but yeah, it's all good, man. It's a great time to be involved in the sport, and it's exciting times. Man, the best thing about MMA, I think, is the people I've met. Met over hundreds of people now, like, you know. I've made lots and lots of friends out from MMA. I mean, a couple of my best mates, I met them through MMA, you know, a few years back, and now we've become best mates, you know what I mean? And that's through the sport, you know. I don't want to meet them other than that, to be fair, through MMA. But I think it's the people I've met and the lessons I've learned, especially the respect, man. And I think it's calmed me down a lot as well. I show people a lot more respect, and I've lost my as an ego, because when I was a teenager, I think we've all had egos. I don't really have an ego, do you know what I mean? Or I don't really brag or stuff. I'm a lot respect. I'm very respectful. So it's the people I've met and the lessons I've learned, like the respect and stuff. That's the best thing about MMA, I feel. Have I ever had to use martial arts in real life? And the answer to that is no, I haven't really, to be honest, because before I was doing martial arts, I'd be having loads of fights, like, so. Before I got into MMA, I could scrap, like, you know what I mean? So, but then when I did MMA, I'm not interested in, like, when I've been out after I've been MMA, I don't really have interest in, like, you know, getting into altercations or anything like that, because it's just pointless, really, to be honest with you. I've got nothing to prove to anyone, you know what I mean? I know I can handle myself if needs be, so I just really have nothing to prove. And I was scrapping before MMA, to be honest with you. So I ain't like, as soon as I turn MMA, I'll turn bad boy, you know what I mean? I was having it before MMA, and then, to be fair, I started MMA and I've never had a fight since, to be honest. Training at Renegade is it's brilliant, man. I mean, God, I was there this week, man. You should have seen the match yesterday. Unbelievable. The amount of guys down there. There's 3 of us now in the UFC. No, there was that Damir Hadzovic, he come down, so there was like me, Tom Breeze, Leon Edwards, Damir Hadzovic. That's 4 of us on the UFC on the mats. Then we had, like, you know, Fabian, Tim Wild, Aidan Lee, Akon Wanless, Yannick Bahati from Bellator on the mats. Then we had Cage Warriors champions, Nathias Frederick, Ross Houston on the mats. You know what I mean? There's other names to mention, Michael Eunice, Chris Meyer, there was other lads there. And let alone, that's just the MMA guys, and there's other, like, top level BJJ guys on the mats too, you know what I mean? So it's phenomenal, the training partners and things, and yeah, like, it's great just to everyone's sharing the knowledge. That's a good thing about Renegade, I feel. Everyone's all, like, sharing knowledge. There's no egos, everyone's all friendly with each other, and we all, like, there to help each other. That's the really good thing I love about Renegade, to be honest. See, my mum and dad, yeah, they've been very supportive, you know, of my MMA career. I mean, my mum's not that much into like the violence and that stuff, but she still comes along and watches and that. She's always there to watch. She says she hates it, like, but she always comes and watches. Fair play to her. My old man, you know, yeah, he loves it, to be fair. He always comes down and watches and stuff, and they're very supportive, man, and I know they're very proud now. It's mad to see, because I'm still not like, all the stuff I've done, it still seems surreal to me. Because I'm still like not getting, I'm keeping level-headed, because I've still got a long way to go. When I finish with it, man, then I can look back at it and, you know, be proud of what I've done. But like, they're all like over the moon for me, and really proud, like. But I'm just like, shit, I ain't done nothing yet. I've got loads to do, you know what I mean? So yeah, man.